An overturned beer keg. Pure show for the tourists, I reckon. Even here, they're hardly likely to still get their beer delivered in wooden barrels. Empty. Exactly like in this place here. I can scarcely recognize what's on the board. It must have been written weeks ago. The wind and the rain have done their worst since then. Taking into account this country's food culture and the look of the pub, I'm not gonna go to the trouble of decoding the culinary delights. The entrance to this rundown joint. The pub's still shut. I'll have to come back later. The building looks like it was renovated years back, but has been completely neglected ever since. There's dirt and dust all over the walls. A hosepipe would work wonders. The pub looks anything other than promising. If I was a routine tourist, it would never cross my mind to go in there to get a drink, let alone to eat. Some hand towels which have been hung out to dry. The rooms above a pub are traditionally inhabited by the landlord and his family. Even from down here, you can still see stains on the towels. But I don't need one anyway. That's gotta be Willow Creek's bench. Huh. Gas bottles. A red and a blue one. Probably to fuel the grill, but I wouldn't bet on it. A chili stall. A bit tatty. And it doesn't look like there's too much going on. Willie's Texas Chili. Now that sure makes me feel right at home. A chili stall. A bit tatty. Hi there.
What would you like? Normal or extra?
What?
Normal chili or extra hot chili?
I actually didn't want any chili. I only wanted to ask a couple of questions.
Nobody gets paid for just standing around.
All those other folks can wait.
Not exactly backwards and coming forwards, are we? I like it. What do you want?
Is the pub yours?
Where'd you hear that?
Miss Valley reckons it is.
You shouldn't get involved with that nutter. She's a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
When's the pub open?
This evening, after I've shut down the store. Those commercial Einsteins in the town hall make me keep open from 11 in the morning to at least 5 p.m. And in the meantime, I've sold just about sod all. If it was down to me, I'd have chucked all this lot here in the harbour by now. Shoved it up the Lord Mayor's arse.
So, not exactly a lot going on round here then.
You think I don't know that? Crowds of folk from all over the place. Loads of hungry customers, you said. And then it's getting worse by the year.
Isn't Willow Creek also a bit too small for a fair?
Those clever pillocks in the town hall had it all worked out. They reckoned that people from all round these parts would come here. It used to work out okay, too. Everybody wanted to come and have a look at the murder capital. But nowadays, it's just one big loss maker.
The people just aren't gonna be drawn here by a couple of carousels and a few stalls.
And who has to foot the bill for all these fantastic ideas? Me.
Who are you?
What's that got to do with you?
My name's Darren. I'm studying English literature and would like to learn more about the country and its people. That sound familiar to you?
Should it?
A fellow student of mine may well have been around here recently.
No idea.
You'd have noticed her. Tall, pretty.
Haven't seen her, and I'm here pretty much all day, hunkered down here. My name's Tom.
What can you tell me about the museum?
That's another brilliant idea from the town hall. Who, I ask you, wants to see that load of old crap in there?
What can you tell me about Miss Valley?
She's a nutter. She been in the loony bin. She belongs back in there too, that's what I say.
So, what's wrong with her?
She never got over what happened to her brother.
So? Come on then. What about it?
12 years ago. A series of murders. The murder that caused the biggest sensation all across the country was when little Vic Valley was killed. A little boy who was murdered by Samuel Gordon in a stone circle in the forest. And in a very nasty way, too.
That's really awful. And Miss Valley...
Well, she's the sister. She found him the next day. It really screwed her up. Stopped eating, didn't speak to anyone anymore. When she swallowed a load of rat poison, she was committed.
Oh, jeez. And in spite of all that, she's come back out now and is back living in Willow Creek of all places?
Turned up here again a few years back. The doctors reckoned it would be better for her, but once you've had roof damage, then, well, it's always gonna leak, isn't it? That's what I say.
What can you tell me about Willow Creek?
No idea. I was born here and I'll die here, I suppose.
Doesn't exactly sound like there's much going on here.
So there isn't. 10, 12 years ago, it was good here for a while. You could make good money, what with all the tourists. We all thought things were on the up, but it never was. Loads of people lost money, they invested, and then bit by bit the visitors stopped coming.
Yeah, take old Murray and his hotel, for example.
It's still kind of half okay there. He's got a finger in most things round here and takes his cut. There's plenty more, though, that really caught a cold. They went bust. 2, 3 of them hanged themselves.
I need to get on. I hardly think there's a quaint alleyway, a picturesque canal, or a peaceful courtyard hidden around the corner. Actually, I'm quite sure there isn't. The library. Miss Valley's Empire. The light is off and the door is locked. I'll have to come back later. A big barrel. It's supposed to collect rainwater. Although it's always raining here, that barrel is almost empty. Seems to have a leak somewhere.
The flight was supposed to be cheap, but the airport is in the middle of nowhere. The taxi here was more expensive than a private jet.
Calm down, Albert.
And on top of that, your friend's guidebook is totally out of date.
You were happy that we didn't have to buy one. No one could have guessed that so much would change here within a few years.
Yeah. Just shut up, okay?
A barrel, like the ones all over the village. I guess there used to be a blossoming barrel industry here. An old cast iron stove. Does that belong to the exhibition? I doubt it. Reminds me of my mom's tiled stove. I always felt good when it was cold outside and the wood was crackling in the stove. I don't really understand why there's a globe here. I bet most of the people here haven't even seen the neighboring village, let alone the rest of the world. A broken display cabinet. Nothing in it, of course. Nothing in it, of course. Yay, a treasure chest. I found the treasure. Now I'm rich. That's just a stupid empty chest. And here you can see the world-famous milk churns of Willow Creek. Looks like a cross between a Roman chariot and a lawnmower. I study physics, not agriculture. I have no idea what that is. An old telephone, like the ones they used here in Europe at the beginning of the century. More like towards the end of the century for Willow Creek. A picture of a barn in the fog. I don't think the sun ever shines here in Hicksville. Eddie would have fun with this shelf. There are normal plates, painted plates, decorated plates, and glasses with soil. I don't really want to know anymore. A small, colorful tube. Looks like bubble mixture.
That's mine.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted to have a quick look at it. Postcards, brochures, and advertisements from Willow Creek. Here's some info about the library. Shame, the opening times aren't mentioned. And here are the local places of interest. This seems to be a tourist information office, as well as a museum, but there's nothing really interesting there. A guard. He looks a bit simple-minded. Hi, are you the guard here?
Oh, hello. My name is Bobby.
Oh, hello, Bobby. I'm Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Are you the guard here, Bobby?
Yes, I have to make sure that everything runs shape here.
An important job.
Yes, Mrs. Puft at the town hall gave me the job because I'm so big and strong.
Of course. No one would mess with you, right?
No, I'm very happy that I can work here. Tom says I'm too stupid, but Mrs. Puft says I'll do a good job.
Tom, from the chili stand over there? Oh, you shouldn't worry about what he says.
But he's my brother. He looks after me, and I'm a big burden, he says.
What does Tom do for you that makes you such a burden?
Oh, he does a lot. I'm allowed to stay at his place and help in the pub.
Does he pay you?
No, Tom doesn't have much money. He says I cost too much because I eat too much. But now I give him the money that I get here, then it's perhaps not so bad anymore.
He takes all of your money so you can live at his place. I don't find that fair.
It's okay. It's better than having to do those other things again.
What kind of things?
He used to make me help him doing bad things. I don't like it. I'm a guard. Guards can't steal.
Tom stole things and you had to help him.
Oh, no, I didn't say that. Oh, no.
Bobby, it's okay. I didn't hear a thing.
Thank you, Darren.
What can you tell me about the museum?
I think it's nice. I don't really like it back there, though. It's so spooky.
Do lots of people visit?
Yes, so sometimes 5 or 6 a day.
Oh. Has anyone ever broken in?
No, I keep watch.
Nights?
No, there's an alarm.
Tell me, Bobby, the cabinet back there, has it been broken long?
Yes, Darren, for 4 weeks already.
How did it happen?
I don't know. One morning I came in and it was just broken.
So, someone broke in and stole what was in it?
Yes, I completely forgot about that. But it's not so bad. There was just a bowl in it.
What kind of ball?
A big black one.
Thanks for the info.
You're welcome, Darren.
About the black ball,
Yes?
did the police come?
No. Mrs. Puff said they aren't interested in that.
Oh. Well, who is interested in it then?
Mrs. Valley, I think. She looked at it.
Thank you, Bobby. Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
What does it say here? The Death Bell of Warm Hill Church. I guess the church doesn't exist anymore. Otherwise, the bell wouldn't be here. I'm not sure if this chair is supposed to be for exhausted or knowledge-hungry visitors. It's certainly not sturdy. There's just that big book in the cabinet. What does it say on the plate? Gordon Family Chronicle. Hey, that might be interesting. This page is full of medals. But there's a bit of text there too. And therefore our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the church, free of all the conventions, and over and above all earthly jurisdiction. Commit yourselves only to your one aim, that you may take control of that higher power. Our great strength lies in our secrecy. We stand in the darkness, in the shadows, and look into the light, invisible to all who may impede us. For if no one knows we exist, then we cannot be stopped. Therefore, my brothers, hold to these rules. The members of the order shall not be known to one another. Only the high priest of the order shall be able to call every member by name and rank. At order assemblies, every brother shall be masked so that none may recognize him. No outsider may be informed by the order, neither purposely nor through carelessness. Be wary, my brothers. Behave inconspicuously, but be wary. The day on which you must prove yourselves will come sooner than you think. Not very fruitful. I still don't know what the Order's aim is, but it seems to be one single big aim. It's gotta be on the pages before these. I've gotta get that chronicle somehow. And therefore our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the our great. For if no, therefore the no, be wary. The lock for the cabinet. The lock for the cabinet. And therefore our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the church, free of all the conventions, and over and above all earthly jurisdiction. Commit yourselves only to your one aim, that you may take control of that higher power. Our great strength lies in our secrecy. We stand in the darkness, in the shadows, and look into the light, invisible to all who may impede us. For if no one knows we exist, then we cannot be stopped. Therefore, my brothers, hold to these rules. The members of the order shall not be known to one another. Only the high priest of the order shall be able to call every member by name and rank. At order assemblies, every brother shall be masked so that none may recognize him. No outsider may be informed by the order, neither purposely nor through carelessness. Be wary, my brothers. Behave inconspicuously, but be wary. The day on which you must prove yourselves will come sooner than you think. The lock for the cabinet. An ancient sewing machine. I bet they sewed the curtains here with it, and then just left the thing standing where it was. Ugh. Tourists. Excuse me. Hi. I've just arrived in Willow Creek. Have you got any tips for me? Is there anything worth seeing?
Are you also a tourist?
Yes. You could say that.
Well, we actually wanted to take a look at the notorious sanatorium today, but some kind of freak has made a hotel out of it, and the guy at the reception tried to pawn us off with some cheap tourist rubbish. Like we were thrill seekers.
Exactly, Albert. And then he said that the ghost of this Samuel Gordon still haunts the castle. You can see him at night at the windows of the burned wing. Really spooky.
Laughable. Anyway, we came here afterwards. We'd expected a bit more from a black museum. We'll go and see the castle afterwards. Hopefully, that's at least worth looking at.
Thanks for the information. Well, enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
The madman Samuel Gordon murdered the respected Dr. Heinz Herman in a bloody frenzy. He decapitated the popular doctor in his own home, near to the village. The models are cheaply made, but don't look all that old. A lurid scene. This seems to be about the murder of a boy. The youngest victim of the series of murders was the 12-year-old Vic V. He was brutally murdered at a stone circle in the forest, not far from the village. Here are some pictures of the stone circle. Witness accounts, a statement from the police, newspaper clippings. It looks like people assumed it was a ritual murder at first. Heavy metal Satanists in murderous frenzy. What makes someone butcher another human being? A child at that. It must have been dreadful. shredding machine? What's that all about? Shredding machine from the garden of Black Mirror Castle. Who do the mysterious traces of blood on the inside of the shredding machine belong to? What kind of gruesome stories could this machine tell us about its former owner? In what kind of bloodthirsty crime did it play an incisive role? A mystery that will probably never be solved. BS. Huh. The window is locked and alarmed. Huh. An endlessly long history of Willow Creek. Let's see. Willow Creek's underworld. The village of Willow Creek was founded during the time of the ancient Romans. Even back then, the river often broke its banks, turning the surrounding area into marshland. A few years after the foundations were laid, a small drainage system was constructed, which managed to alleviate the problem for many centuries. In the Middle Ages, the drainage system fell into despair and was largely forgotten. However, in the year 1867, Werner Gordon ordered the construction of a completely new drainage system in order to put a stop to the growing number of floods and resultant crop failures. This made it possible to keep the parts of the surrounding area dry and prevent the river from flooding again. Next to it is a little illustration of where the water's redirected when the level gets too high. And what's that? There's an old bunker from the Second World War here too, directly connected to the drainage system. Sounds quite unpleasant. I'm not gonna touch it, unlike the hordes of tourists before me. The pictures show farmers at work in the fields. Apart from that, I can't see anything interesting. Huh. What's that? An escritoire without a lock puzzle. It's gotta be an old model. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
That big book over there in the display case, the Gordon's Chronicle. What can you tell me about that?
Everything about the Gordon family's in it. Lady Victoria gave it to the museum, but it's only allowed to be shown here, not back there where it's spooky.
I can imagine that Lady Victoria doesn't want to see her family chronicle in that crappy, ghoulish black museum. May I have a closer look?
I'm not allowed to take it out of the showcase.
Have you got a key for it?
Yes, Mrs. Puff trusts me. I've got keys for everything. Except the front door. And Mrs. Puff always puts the alarm on because of the insurance, she says.
So the Chronicle is never taken out of the display case. Perhaps I can ask Mrs. Puff myself.
No, the book mustn't be taken out. Lady Victoria has forbidden it. She says it's an evil book.
So you've got a key for the display case, but you're not allowed to open it.
Exactly.
Is that your wonderful bubble blowing kit?
Oh yes, I love blowing bubbles. But I've blown so many today that it's empty.
Maybe I can get some more soapy water for you.
No, thanks. It's nearly closing time. I'm not in the mood anyway. I'm too hungry.
Why's that?
I had no breakfast. Tom didn't buy any bread. We've got no money because the pub isn't doing well. And now there's this expensive stall as well.
But you still need to eat.
Tom doesn't eat much. Beer's just as good as bread, he says.
Yeah, I bet. How about I get you something to eat?
Oh, that would be very nice of you, Darren.
Let's see what I can do. Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
Hello, Tom.
What's going on?
Do you know anything about a black ball? It was stolen from the museum a few weeks ago.
I heard about it. It doesn't really interest me, frankly.
You haven't told me you've got a brother.
Why should I? Half-witted brother isn't exactly something to shout about, is it?
He seems like a really nice guy.
If you only have to put up with him for a few hours, maybe he is. But I've got to knock about with this stupid idiot. Day in and day out. He can't get a single thing right. But everybody fusses about him because he's got it so tough.
Aw, jealous?
Jealous of that idiot?
Does he live with you?
I've been lumbered with him since our parents died. He ought to be put into a home with all the other retards. But who's going to pay for all that?
Nice to hear how your family holds itself together. I'd like a portion of chili, please.
Now you do. Normal or odd?
If I'm right, then there's only one pot anyway.
Hot then.
You called it right.
Oh, the mighty Lord is generous to the lower born.
I need to get on. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
I got you some chili. I hope you like it.
Oh, yeah. But I've got no money.
Don't worry, it's on me.
Oh, thanks, Darren. But I'll give you something too, then.
Thanks. An entirely ordinary sparkler. Was definitely much more valuable to Bobby than it is to me. As long as Bobby's sitting there, I'm not gonna get my hands on the key in his jacket pocket. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
So, are you full now?
Yes, was delicious, really hot.
And you still don't want to blow bubbles?
I do, but I don't have any more bubble mixture.
Should I get some for you?
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
I'll take that with me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't. It's full. I don't know what I could ask him at the moment. You can't make soap bubbles with just water on its own. I've heard that the ghost of Samuel Gordon has apparently been repeatedly sighted in the castle.
That's true. During the bad storm 2 weeks ago, Joseph, the homeless chap, came to me and begged me to let him stay here. He said he'd seen Samuel's ghost behind one of the castle windows. A harrowing face. He thought he would die. That's probably the real reason that no tourists come here anymore.
Yeah, sure. It's got nothing to do with the fact that Willow Creek's got nothing to offer but a couple of cheap plastic corpses. Thanks for the chat, Murray.
My pleasure.
I'd rather chop my hand off than buy... I'm not gonna allow myself a nap while I still haven't found Angelina. The lamp's gone out. The wick's probably fallen out and then burned. I'm not gonna find anything interesting in the bathroom. The room is very small, and it doesn't look like Angelina's left me a message. The pub's still shut. I'll have to come back later. Hello, Tom.
What's going on?
Are you scared of Samuel's ghost? Murray says it wanders around the castle.
Yeah, right. And my grandma's Anne Boleyn. He's just into ripping off the tourists. You should see what he does with his stupid soul keys. Hey, that money doesn't earn itself, you know.
I need to get on. There would appear to be a few different types of chili, but I only see one pot. Although it's always raining here, that barrel is almost empty. Seems to have a leak somewhere. Willow Creek Museum. That sign must have cost the townsfolk quite a bit. I don't think that's part of the exhibition. There must be some... Yeah, liquid soap. I'll put some in the tube. That's it. Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
Have you ever seen Samuel's ghost?
No, and I don't want to see it either. Everyone says he's evil, and that he has black eyes and a really scary face. Tom says I'm a scaredy cat, but I still won't go to the castle. Samuel is evil.
I see. Look, Bobby, I filled up the bottle with soapy water.
Wow. Thanks, Darren.
All right, this is my chance. Got it.
Dear visitors, it is 8 p.m. The museum is now closing. Please make your way to the exit. We would like to thank you for your visit and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow from 11 a.m.
Ah, damn it.
Hi, Darren. We're closing now.
I heard.
You can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby. See you then.
See you then, Darren.
Damn, I haven't got the key for the main door. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Get out of here!
Huh?
You're putting us all in danger. You are death!
Leave me alone.
It's the curse. The curse! It's gonna get you!
Get out of here.
Death! I told him.
Great. So I'm deaf. That's the only piece of information I've picked up on this trip so far. And now, back to the hotel? Or is there anything else for me to find out here? That's the bum who grabbed me at the museum. Poor crazy loser. Brain's probably totally picked. Hey! What's all that supposed to be at the museum? Hey! You know me?
You are the Antichrist.
Yeah, and you're just a little soft in the head, right?
You can't deny it. It's in you. It's in your veins, in your heart, in your head.
What's in me?
The evil spirit.
Oh, that's enough! Your head is full of crap, marinated in alcohol.
Can you feel it? The menace? The evil?
Oh, get off! I've got nothing more to say to the guy, and he just repeats the same thing anyway. You're the devil, you're the devil. Chili, hot chili, super hot chili, Guatemalan hellish hot chili. Well, looks like they might be selling chili here. In the museum, Bobby seemed all proud and content. But here, he looks pretty sad. Sort of down and listless. A map of the surrounding district. Looks like the places where the murders took place are marked on it, too. If I remember correctly, darts was invented here in England. Or was it Ireland? The Brits seem to have a talent for coming up with all these weird games and sports. Golf, billiards, soccer, darts, and all those crazy horse sports. Well, I'm no beer glass expert, but these glasses don't look all that British. I've seen glasses like that in pictures of the Munich Beer Festival. Maybe Tom likes German beer, and likes to serve it German style, too. Ugh, one full ashtray. Tom seems to have another hobby, apart from drinking. Ugh, tourists. Photos of famous celebs who visited the pub. Impressive. Even the Lord Mayor's been here. A pinball table. Like everything else around here, looks a bit second-hand. Now let's see. High score. First place, Tom. Second place, Tom. And so on. Ninth place, Vic. Interesting. Have you seen anything else interesting?
Yes, we were allowed to look at the castle today. That was really great. The ruins are totally creepy.
But the chili we ate was even better. It was the most delicious I've ever eaten. The trip was worth it for that alone.
Oh, I should try that too. Did you see the ghost?
There are no ghosts. We searched the castle thoroughly.
At least the garden.
No ghosts.
I thought so. Well, enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
I don't feel any need to talk to the guy. He looks like he's his own best customer. I reckon that's a fact. At first glance, it looks like there's plenty of alcohol. Look closer and you can see that nearly all the bottles are empty. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom's his own best customer. Mainly English, Scottish, and Irish specialties. Whiskey, gin, and so on. The pub looks anything other than promising. If I was a routine tourist, it would never cross my mind to go in there to get a drink, let alone to eat. I don't know what these kind of windows are called. There are lots of little glass panes in a lead lattice. They're much cheaper than big panes, since you can use broken pieces in them too. I've got nothing more to say to the guy, and he just repeats the same thing anyway. You're the devil, you're the devil. There would have been a pulley attached to that girder in the past, to lift goods into the storage space under the roof. For a bakery, that would mostly be flour. Oh, hello, Miss Valley. It's a small world.
Darren, nice to... yes, who'd have thought it?
Is everything all right?
Me? Yes, why? I mean, why not?
You seem a bit nervous.
Oh, no, I'm just with Murray about... I just see ghosts. It's just the 12 years, you understand.
No.
And how could you? You aren't... I mean, every 12 years. Every 12 years, something terrible happens. In the village, in the castle, in the forest. Dreadful things.
Miss Valley, can I somehow...
Oh, oh no. Please excuse me. It's just that a lot has happened recently, and I thought... Never mind.
No. What did you think? And what's it got to do with this 12-year cycle?
It's got nothing to do with you, fortunately. I have to go.
Miss Valley, What's wrong with her? She seems to have some serious problems. But so have I. Still no trace of Angelina. Perhaps I'll get some brilliant idea tonight. Good evening, Murray. What have you got there?
A letter for your friend.
A letter for Angelina? Unlikely. Who knew that she was here?
But that's what's written on it. Miss Angelina Morgan, Gordon's Palace. It was posted somewhere very close to here. Yesterday, I would assume.
Will you give me the letter? It could be important.
Indeed, it could. Important for Miss Morgan.
Give me the damn letter. I gotta...
You've got to restrain yourself, young man. This letter is addressed to Miss Morgan. And I'm not going to breach the sanctity of the post to...
Murray! Angelina has been missing since yesterday. No one in the village has seen her. Maybe she's been kidnapped. Have you considered that?
Perhaps she's on a day trip and doesn't want anything more to do with you. Have you considered that? I must think of the hotel's reputation. I'm not going to give you the letter.
But...
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Thank you. You've done enough already. There goes my night's rest. I've got to have that letter. It's gonna move things on. I can feel it. A whole load of good books. But I don't know how they're supposed to help me in my search for Angelina. I can't get it off. It's screwed on. I need a screwdriver or something like that to get it off the bookcase. Yep, that's how it's done. I've got them. 2 1.5-volt batteries. Huh. No. I don't think there's anything of interest waiting for me back there. Okay, I've got 2 problems. How do I get to the lockboxes without Murray stopping me? And how do I open the box with Angelina's letter in it?